Good afternoon, colleagues and students. I am Dr. Leone, and also my colleague Cindy and Sharon is also in the team, and also Terrence. So we are the one to organize today's training. If you have any questions, feel free to use the chat box to contact us. And so we will do hands-on. So that's why please switch on Camtasia. If you haven't downloaded, please download as soon as possible. And of course, we also need some exercise files, so you can check the link through the chat room, and then to download some files, and we will use those samples files for editing, so for illustration. So hopefully, through last time workshop and today's workshop, actually we have covered most of the functions in Camtasia. Of course, there are very advanced ones, but we believe that actually for TNL purpose, we have covered most of them already. Okay. Today's workshop, so we receive a lot of application, so that's why we have overbooked, and we try to our best to provide trainings, videos, and also one-to-one support. If you need very dedicated one-to-one support, feel free to contact us through WhatsApp or through emails. So we are the station to help. So today's workshop is on illustrating some advanced functions. So we believe actually most of you have tried the editing in the Camtasia. So very basic editing, you know the environment, etc. But we will also go through quickly just some basic things, and then we will jump into some advanced functions. Okay, again, I'm a e-learning methodologist and also wear several hats, several other hats. And also my colleague, Sarah and Cindy, is also colleagues in Teddy. So we will cover several things today. So first is about just a demo on selecting areas for recording. And then we will go for a step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Will be with some hands-on activities. We'll be do something do the video editing, audio. So we introduce a noise removal, and also some other things, etc. And also try the zoom and pan function. So this is something if you have a very fine details that we want to zoom, actually that approach can help. And also sharing the project with others and for export videos, and we will have the QA. So part 2 and part 3 we will do it in a small group. So the code class will separate into 3 groups, and then 2 groups will be in Windows and 1 group in Mac, and we will do the sharing within the small group. Okay, the workshop and then sharing. So by the way, so just next, actually CAES Patrick Denoch, like our colleagues, also recommend us to actually give some promotion. Provide some promotion. It's actually a digital literacy lab. So besides consultation from us, you can, in particular for students, you can actually go to this the digital literacy lab and have one-to-one consultations. They actually provide 30 minutes consultation, and you can apply them. And also they have some other trainings on storytelling, etc. So if you want to do something as a student in particular, or you want students to create something, so you can also contact Patrick or contact the DLL for more information. Okay, and also another thing is actually the handout. So we will try to cover today cover all the steps in the handout. So you can actually have a handout on your hand or on your screen, and then we can do things one by one. Okay, so I believe I have enough introduction. So maybe Terrence can help us to separate us into 3 groups. Thank you.
Before I show you like how to edit the video in Camtasia, I would like to go through some basic features. Firstly, go to Camtasia 2020. So actually, Camtasia 2020, they have updated some new features, but we will not cover everyone in this workshop. So when you open Camtasia, you can see new project or new recording here, or also click on the new project. We can also find the record button here. Okay, so let's go through the interface first. So here you can see there are many, like there's a toolbar, So you can see the media and annotations, transitions, behavior, and animations, cursor effects, so on. We will go through some of the functions today. And here's the media bin, so we can see more detail in the toolbar. This is a canvas, and also the properties and timeline. And also here we can see track 1, 2, 3 if we have more. And here we have some small features that's very useful for us to edit our video or audio. Okay, so now I would like to quickly go through how to record it. Simply click the record button. Then you can see the toolbar like this. So actually here you can change the recording area. So now it's it's pretty much like an auto setting. So it frames the slides, but we can also just screw it, select it. But you can see the dimension here is locked. So we can unlock it so that we can select more area. Okay, so if you would like to show your face, you can also click camera on. Okay, because I'm using the Zoom one, so I'm unable to record camera, but you can use it if you would like to show your face when you're doing the recording. Also the microphone, and you can see the sound wave here, so make sure it's recording your audio as well. And also system audio, sometimes if we like to play some videos during the teaching, we need to take it and click record. Okay, same issue. So here you can see a countdown. Okay, I'm not going to use the recording in Camtasia today because we have prepared you for with the exercise file. So for Windows user, you cannot simply click the file to open it. We need to open Camtasia first, then go to File, Import. Like here you can see a zipped project. So that's why we told you in the email you don't have to unzip it. So simply click the zip project. This one. So if you have downloaded the exercise file in advance, so you can click on it and you will see the Windows version and the Mac versions. Go to the Windows. Then here you can see it's a zip file. So we need to import the whole zip file with all the audio clips and video clips. Then select Open and Import. So this is how we import a whole zipped Camtasia project into Camtasia. Okay, so actually, you can see there's only one track here, there's only one video clip, but with the audio inside. And also in our sample video, we have set some exercise. So you don't have to check out the handout right now. We can just follow the sample videos as I show you. After every step, I will give you some time to practice yourself. So it's okay. Just follow me. Okay, so sample video, then let's see. Step 1, selecting an area that you want to record. We just went through it. And step 2, video editing. So here I have provided you with the beginning of the sample video, but what if I don't want the beginning? I just want it to start step 1, strictly go through the contents. The things I'm using right now, this one, we call it a playhead. So the playhead includes 3 parts, the green one, the red one, and the middle. So usually, let's just go to step 1, and I try to drag the green one. Then you can see the head is already selected. You can see the blue area. So if we want to cut it, we can just use the scissors here. So I click it. That's it. Easy, right? So if we're the same, I don't want the ending, I can also select it and use the scissor, or we simply use the delete button on our keyboard. But I would like to keep it right now. So here, every selecting and cut, again, point 1, it says select the area between point 1 to 2 and cut. So here's point 1, and I try to drag it, so it's a point 2. So maybe I would just select the very small parts inside. So this time I use the keyboard delete. Okay. And here you can see, if I use delete button, I will leave a blank area here. So now I would like to introduce one new features in Camtasia 2020 is, let's go to the head of the track. Then you can see there are actually 3 small icons here. The middle one is called magnetic. So we can simply clicking it to join the clip like this. Okay, so I will show you again. simply click the magnetic to join the split clips. Okay, but here I would like to remind you to make sure, like after you join the clips, you need to like do it again, because sometimes if you just cut it, like it will magnetic automatically, but sometimes it may like make the things confused, because if you have more tracks, like it may change like how you put your clips. Okay, so now would you please go to open your Camtasia and try the cut functions on your own computer. Okay, I know it's very easy, yeah, but let's just try. And also, if you think it's too easy for me, I would like to just skip it. So then please go to Zoom and try to raise your hand in Zoom, like show me like you finished, or you can like type in something in the chat box. Thank you. Okay, if there's no questions, we will continue. So next is to change the clip speed. For example, we usually have like a 3-hour lecture, right? Like what if I want to make it faster? So we can, okay, again, look at this. When I select the clips, we can find that the clips already been selected into 2 parts. So what if I want to change the clip speed of all clips? Like just go to any blank area and try to drag to select all. Okay. Or if you have only one track, you can also use the shortcuts Control A to select all items. Then let's go to the property. You can see there's a property bar. It's like the property of the clips. So go to this one, the audio. You can see the gain here. So let's just simply, so when I try to control the dots in gain, please look at the timeline. So if I change the percentage in gain, you can see the green area in the video clip is changing, right? So we can simply change the, oh, sorry, it's the sound, right? It's the audio. Okay. So we change the audio. We can increase and decrease. But how about the clip speed? Okay. So just go back to the track and right click. So when you right click it, you can see here, like we can add audio point, we can silent audio, and even separate audio and video. Like here, we can see like add clip speed. So click it. Okay, so this time, let me see. Okay, so again, like let's go to the properties, like clip speed. You can see now it's the normal one. So how about let's change it into 1.3. Okay, so let's see again. Okay, so no matter like which clip I click on, then you can see in property this I changed this clip speed. Okay, again, so go to your own Camtasia and try yourself. Well, let's continue. Like we just go through some basic features like how to cut, how to split the content. And now, like what if we want to add something? For example, we need we want to like highlight some content in our videos, then we can use the functions in the toolbars. For example, annotations or transitions and animations or cursor effects. So here we can also see there is a favorites. Then like click on it, you can see like these features, these functions are all my favorites. So for example, like go to annotations. If you select any item inside, then you can see you can click to save to favorites by clicking the step. Okay, so now I would like to drag the playhead to preview more content. So now we are at step 3. 3.1, like add an arrow to point out examples. So here I provide you with an image with some contents. Then arrows, so where's the arrows? When we click on annotations, here you can see 6 tabs. The first one is callout. The second is like arrows and lines, shapes, blur and highlights, sketch motion, and also keystroke callouts. So it's like sometimes you want to highlight like, how to use the shortcuts, then you can use this one. Okay, so add an arrow. So I go to the arrow and lines. I try to select an arrow. Okay, so when you try to drag the item, when you try to select the item, you can see the canvas and the timelines. Like there is a blue frame. So it means you can drag the arrow, you can drag the item to the canvas or to the timeline. Okay, so for example, here I would like to put it on the canvas. Then I try to change the directions by dragging the dots. Okay, and also go to the properties. We can also change the color. For example, I would like to make it red, and also here you can change the thickness. Okay, so that's it. But what if like I want the whole 3.1 like okay, so I drag the playhead at the end of 3.1, and here zoom in and out. I can drag it to see more details. Then I can change the durations of the arrow, like to extend the time, extend the durations. So let's play it to see. Okay, so 3.1 is show up. Then when it arrives at 3.2, it will just disappear. So we can change the durations by dragging the arrows in the timeline. Okay, so 3.2 is like add a callout box. So let's go to the callout box. This time I put it into the timeline. And again, I can just drag and hold it to change to change where it is. And also I can make it like this. And here you can see the ABC, so it means like you can change the text inside. Just simply double click it to select all and click here. That's it. Again, we want to like extend duration time. Just simply drag it. And also 3.3 blur and spotlight. Here I would like to recommend you the highlighter or the pitch rate. So like through this, you can like blur the content, and you can also change the size to hide the things. Okay, so again. Okay, so by this way, it's very easy. You just go to the annotations and try to select the item and drag it to the canvas or drag it to the timelines, then change the duration. That's it. Okay, so it's now your time again. Like go to your own canvas and try the exercise 3.1 to 3.3. Okay, I will give it 2 minutes. Try to go to annotations and try different items like callouts, arrows and lines, shapes, and even keystroke callouts. You can also add your favorite items to the favorites by clicking on the star. So no matter we use the Camtasia project or you use a video file in MP4 format, we can like do the annotations. And you should be very careful with the timeline. If you want to blur the contents, you don't want to show this show to your students. For example, like your email accounts, like some personal information. If you want to change the properties of the annotations, you can just click on the item on the timeline, then go to the properties to change the detail. Like for most of the functions, it's the same actions. Like you just select the item and drag it to the canvas or drag it to the timeline below. Okay, is there any questions? So if no questions, let's continue. Is it on track 2? Yes, it will on track 2. So as you can see on my screen right now, we have 2 tracks. The first track is our original recording, a video clip or audio clip. And track 2 is like if you want to add something to the audio, but track 1 is full, then the contents, they will go to track 2. So I would like to show you something. So for example, okay, let me like zoom out a bit. For example, let's say we only have one track. It's like the video with the audio. How about I want to like edit the audio in detail and without the video content, so that I can select all and right click it. Here you can see separate audio and video. So if I click it, then you can see we only have the content, we only have the screencasting on track 1. The audio clip, because we separate it, so it will go to track 2. So we can also separate the audio and video to do like detailed editing. Okay, and we should be very careful because like track 1, 2, 3, there are actually different layers. So track 1 is the lowest layer, then track 2 and track 3 is the top one. So be careful, otherwise it could like the things in track 1 should be or could be covered by something like on track 3. Okay. Then let's continue. As I mentioned before, most of the features in the toolbar in annotations, they share the same movement, right? We just drag it and add it to the contents, that's it. But here, if we go to the cursor effect, for example, I say 3.1, 3.2, so now 3.4, add cursor effect highlights. So please look at the canvas. I would like to show you something. So if I drag the playhead to preview the content, you can see my mouse is moving in the video, right? Like what if I would like to highlight? Then I can use the effect called cursor highlight. So I can drag it to track 1, then like the cursor inside the video, like it is highlighted. But how about I just want to highlight the contents in 3.4? Then, okay, let me like cancel the highlight and show you again. So this time we need to cut 3.4. We need to cut it out as a small clip so that we can add the cursor highlight to a specific area. So I would like to zoom in the content again and try to find the, let me see, 3.4. Okay, so how about here? So use the playhead, the middle one, then right click it. Then you can see split all here. Okay, so you can split the content because we have 2 tracks here. So if we click split all, it will split all tracks. Then 3.4. Okay, so here's the end of 3.4, then again split all. And this time, again, like look at the timeline, you can see like all, like you can see 3 split clips. So this time I just add the cursor highlights into the middle one so that you can see that it turns like the yellow frame. It means you selected this one and effect added, and again. So you can see the highlighter on the cursor. Okay, but here I would like to highlight one point. So we have a colleague just said, oh, sorry, I'm using Camtasia 9.1 and 9.2. I'm not able to open the Camtasia projects. So I use another MP4 audio. So if you use the audio format, like MP4 format, you added the audio in MP4 format, it will not be able to use the cursor effect because because Camtasia, it cannot detect the track of your cursor in that video. So this cursor effects only works if you use the Camtasia project. It means like, okay, so you use Camtasia to record something, and after the recording, you added the original file. You added what you just record using Camtasia just now. So it only works at that situation. Is it clear? Okay, so how about try it yourself? Like go to your own Camtasia. Like firstly, try to split 3.4. Then try the cursor effect. Yes, the left click and right click effect are the same because Camtasia cannot detect the track of your cursor in the MP4 audio video file. Could I hide and show the cursor in one video without split it? If you don't want to split the video, so if you add the cursor highlights, so it will like show up like the whole video. So here I just say if I just want to highlight a certain content of my video, then we need to split it, then add the cursor highlights. But if you like, okay, so I use the I like it's kind of my personal habits. Like I prefer to use the cursor to highlight something during the lectures. Then you can add the cursor highlight to the whole video clips, so you don't have to split it. How to remove the cursor effect? Okay, thank you. Very good questions. So, okay, so can you complete right now? If you finish, if you complete like 3.4, I'm going to show you like how to remove the cursor effect. Okay, firstly, if you just add the cursor effect and you don't want it, like here, like on the left of the timeline, you can see a return here, like undo, right? You can simply click it. Or if you click on the clip, you just add the cursor effect. Like here, you can see a very small triangle. It says like show effect. So you click it. Then you can see like the effect you just add on the clip. So you can see cursor highlights. You can see the clip split. So let's select cursor highlights, right click it. Then you can see high property or delete it. So if I don't want it, I just click delete. Or if you get more familiar with Camtasia, you can also use the shortcut. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so it's the same. If you want to remove other effects, you just add on. Just try to like go to the clip and try to click the show effects. Then you can see all effects you just add on, and you just select it and right click it and delete it. Okay, thank you, Chloe. Very good questions. Okay, so again, let me try it. That's it. Okay, so let's move to 3.5. Okay, 3.5 is like, go to the end of this video and add fade through black. So we can like see more details or see less detail by dragging the zoom in or out track. So now I'd like to like zoom out a bit. Then let's go to transitions. So once you click on transitions in the toolbar, it goes to fade. So we have fade or fade through black. We recommend you to use this one at the end of the video. So what I do, like I just put the mouse on the items. I don't have to click on anything. I just put it there, then you can see the effects, the preview of the effect. Okay, so again, see, if I drag it and hold it, then you can see the yellow area is where you can add the transition effect. So I would like to drag it to the end. Then you can see the green one. It means that I release my mouse. So let me show you. This is the end of the video. So it will disappear naturally. Okay. And transitions, here you can see type. If you click on it, then you can see more. So for example, I click on all, then I can see more. But some items are just similar to what we have in PowerPoint. So we don't recommend you to use that one, but like the fade through black, I think it's very good for adding it to the end of the whole video. Okay, so let's go back to 3.5. And step 4, creating advanced animations. Okay, to be honest, I don't use it very much, but I would like to show you because I think for some teachers, for some teaching purpose, it is very good. So the first one is like zoom in and pan or scale up at scale to fit. I would say we're so lucky to use Windows. First, let's go to animations. Okay, so we have 2 tabs in animations, zoom and pan, and also animations. So in animations, we can have more animations, but zoom and pan, I will show you like how it looks like. So firstly, let me change it. Okay, here I would like to show you another new features in Camtasia 2020. I bet so. So the timeline, like here, like show or hide quiz or marker track. So if I click it, you can see a marker. So actually I can use a marker to help me to mark like where I'm going to add it. So, okay, this is the end. Then if you want to cancel the marker, like click the same place to hide it. So again, let me go to the starting point. It's the exercise, right? So we can see the whole screen. But here I say I would like to like emphasize this one. I want to zoom in a bit, so I can kindly just drag it. Okay. Then look at the timeline. We can see there is an arrow, like very small one. Like be careful, like we need to drag the dots with the playhead together. So you can see the change, right? Like let me zoom in. Okay, so I would like to start at the starting point and end here. But what if we want to like go back to the whole screen? Like here, zoom and pan, we can see like scale to fit. Click it. Oh, sorry, I need to move a bit away. Otherwise, like it will stuck here. I need to move the playhead a bit away. Sorry, let me do it again. Scale to fit. Okay, then we can see the second arrow, the green one. Like let me move it a bit away. Okay, now I would like to see the effect. I'm going back. Okay, so actually you can see the break during between these two arrows. It's like the holding points. Like I hold it for a while, then I gradually scale to fit the screen. Okay, so we can use this picture like sometimes you if it's too small and I would like to like see the details, I would like to scale it up, then we can use this function. Okay, so now I would like you to go to your own Camtasia and try the animation. Yeah, sure. Okay, so we can use, firstly, we can use the zoom in and out track to see more detail. And the timeline on the left, we can see there are many like small icons, and this one is the marker. So you simply click it, then we can use it to help us to mark the starting point and the ending of the part we want to like zoom in it. Okay, so we have marker 1, then add marker 2. I don't want it, I hide it. Then, okay, let me delete it and I'll show it again. So put the playhead at the starting point and just click on animations, zoom and pan. For example, this time I want to highlight the, I want to show like scale up, zoom in the animations. So I can just drag it. How about like this? Okay. So now let's go back to the timeline. We can see an arrow here in the on the timeline. So we need to drag it to make it a bit longer. And I need to match the starting points, like the effects and the starting points are in the video. And also I need to move the playhead a bit away. Then go to zoom and pan. Here we have a scale to fit. Then click it. So we can see the preview screen is like the whole screen, right? Then we have the second arrow on the timeline. We drag it a bit longer and try to match the ending point. Okay, so let me try it again. So scale up, then scale to fit. Okay. It would be fine if you're still like not very sure like how to do so. We will have the recording afterwards. So no matter the annotations, animations, cursor effects, we usually use these features to help us to highlight the contents. Okay, next is the audio. So as we can see, we already separate the audio and the video, right? So now our audio is on track 2. To select all, like this time we cannot use the shortcuts Control and A, right? Otherwise we will select all the items. So just simply go to a blank area and try to like use the left click to select the like all audio. Then you can see there is a green area show up. There is a green line in the middle. So we can simply increase or decrease the audio clip by dragging it up or down, right? So this is very basic features. And now I would like to show you like how to add effects on the audio. So like here we cannot see like audio effect, but if you select more, that's inside, okay? Because I use a small screen computer, so it's inside. Like audio effect, click in, you can see fade in, fade out, and noise removal. So sometimes if we record the recording, we will make a screencasting, it could be some noise background, right? So we can drag it, then we can drag noise removal into the soundtrack. And fade in and fade out. Fade in and out, we usually use it with the background music. For example, if we would like to make a demonstrative videos, sometimes we use a background music. So now I would like to show you like how to import the media file. Let's go to media. And here you can see a plus button. Click it and import media. We already prepared you another background music file. So just click it and open. Okay, so if like drag it to the track, you will find out it's already like it will be on track 4. Okay, but like it seems like our video is longer than the background music, so we can like copy and paste it. Okay, copy and paste. So this time we can use the magnetic on track 4. Okay, so how to cut the end of the background music? Say like here's the end of the video, and I want to match the ending parts. So we just tell you like you can split the audio clip and delete, right? Here I show you another way. It's like you use the playhead, you drag the red area and delete. That's it, okay? So we say we usually use the audio effect. We use the fade in and out. We use the fade in and out here, the background music. So it will be more natural. Okay, so I can even like adjust like how it fade in and out. And another thing we need to pay attention is like, so far we have 4 tracks and we have 2 soundtracks, right? So we usually like will make the background music, like we would decrease the background music, decrease it. So just drag the gain. Okay, so let me try it. Step 1, selecting an area that you want to record. So it's like this, okay? So the music, like the background music, like will show up a bit late, so it tends to be more natural. Okay, so it's your turn. Open the Camtasia. Try to import the background music file first. But you don't have to copy and paste the background music a second time right now. You can just import the background music and try the audio effects. Try the fade in and fade out. So again, I would like to emphasize, we have so many functions and features on the toolbar, like no matter annotations, transitions, animations, or audio effects. Like we can just select the item and drag it to the canvas or drag it to the timeline. Okay, because we don't have like much time left, so let's continue. So try to use the audio effects, and also like what if like I would like to change some audio contents in my video. I want to record it the audio only and a second time. For example, now I would like to hide the background music first. So again, Like if you look at the head of the track, you can see a magnetic, but you can also see a disabled track or lock track. So for example, I can see any of it, like to hide it or to lock it. If I lock the track, I can not do any editing here. So I'm going to edit the audio content on track 2. So first, let me play the audio first. Select voice narrations. Record a new audio clip between point 4 and point 5. Record a new audio clip between point 4 and point 5. So as you can hear, we have a mistake here. Then I can use the playhead to do the selection again. Then, like I right-click the audio clip. Then you can see silence audio. So I click it. Then you can I click the audio clip again. Then you can see that the audio is disappeared. I'm going to record a second time. So I put the playhead here. Then like go to the toolbar again. Here we have like voice narrations. It allows us to record our audio a second time. So I kindly click it, voice narrations. Then we can see like this. We need to click start voice recording. Okay, let me show you. This is a new audio recording. Then click stop and save the narrations. Then you can see we already add a new file here. Okay. So it's like I don't want so many tracks, so I can kindly drag it to track 3. Then let's play again. This is a new audio recording. In this case, we can replace the original audio clip with a new one. Okay, as we don't have much time, maybe we can try this one later on. Okay, that's the same, like to select the content, then right-click it, silence audio, and put the playhead at the starting point. Go to voice narration, start voice recording. Then you can create a new audio file. Okay, so next is like I'm going to show you how to share your video. For example, like right now I already finished the editing. Let me unlock this. Then go to the share button on your right. In some computer, it could be the Xbox, but they are the same. Okay, so click share, local file. Keep clicking next. Okay, you see this MP4 or you want other formats, that's fine. Next, 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 next. Or if you want to rename it, then you can click finish. Okay, but this is to share your file in an MP4 format. That's to say you can upload the MP4 video to, for example, like to Google Drive or to YouTube. But how about like I want to save the Camtasia project on my own computer? Then you need to go to File, Export. So it's pretty much the same, like similar to the import one, but this time we need to export. Then click Zip Project. So let me rename it. Okay, then save. We need to save the whole zip project so that it will include all the pictures, all the audio file and video file. Okay, if you just simply click save, it is possible you will lose some content, you will lose some files inside if you move, if you change it to different locations on your computer. Okay, so we need to save it as a zip file. Like again, like go to File, Export, Zip file. Okay, so this one is for your own use to save the zip projects on your own computer. And if you check the handouts, that you can see another possibility, another use is, for example, I haven't finished this project, that I would like to pass this Camtasia project to my colleagues. But my colleagues is using, he or she is using a MacBook. So I need to export the project for Mac so that he or she can open the whole Camtasia project on her or his MacBook. So it depends on like different use, like we need to export it into different file. Okay. So let me do the share local file again. When you see the project is rendering, that's it. This is the end of the workshop.